Yes. I don't really have a statement at this time, folks, other than to say that these are challenging circumstances under which to assume the mantle. Have the utmost respect for Mike Thomas, and that this is an outstanding institution. I'm going to take the helm at this point and try to calm the waters, or ride the boat through the calm the waters, and keep this thing moving in the right direction. We have a bright future ahead for this program, and we're going to continue to stay focused, as it's clear, on our student athletes.
Can you talk about what might happen to some of the top associates like Jason Leonard and Mike Waddell, who kind of came with Mike Thomas?
At this point, I don't really have much to say about that.
What was your reaction when Chancellor Wilson approached you and said what was happening?
Well, my first reaction is a little bit of sadness, quite honestly, because I have the utmost respect for Mike, and we're friends, colleagues, and professionals, and I hate to see these things happen at any level, anywhere. And then, when you're asked to step up, you step up. I mean, I felt like it was an obligation and a duty to the university. So, again, this is a great institution. We got an outstanding athletic department. We got fantastic staff. We have momentum. We have a lot of good things going on, save for what we've been challenged with here recently. But there's just so much out there that's positive. We're gonna keep working on that right now.
Barbara said she's not going to speculate on the football, but 3 weeks left in the season. How do you move forward with this, since the decision has to be made?
Well, obviously, the Chancellor and I work closely on this, but we're not going to make any decisions till the end of the season.
Do you feel by waiting to the end of the season that's going to hurt your potential opportunity in some of these candidates?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Why not?
I don't know what you can get accomplished right now. Been through this drill before. You can get a football coach at the end of the season, if in fact that's the steps we choose to take. So I don't think there's an issue there whatsoever with the timing of it. Generally speaking, you meet with the coach when the season's over. You make that determination. This year seems to be a bit of an anomaly with all these changes that have been going on during the season. That hasn't been par for the course, at least within the intercollegiate athletic profession. But like I said, this year's been a little different. But that doesn't mean we have to change, to match what's going on out there. It's a big decision, and Bill Cubit and staff have done a fantastic job under difficult circumstances, and I give them a lot of credit for what they've been able to accomplish. And obviously, we all want to be successful. He wants to know his fate more than anybody else in this room. And he deserves that, but it's a tough decision. We have to wait that out for right now.
All this talk of new coaches, are you expecting to keep Bill Cubit as head coach?
We'll make that determination at the end of the season.
Let's talk about why Ms. Wilson chose you. What went right at SIU? What went wrong at Colorado State?
That's a good question. I think both situations we're making progress. We had a lot of success more quickly, perhaps, at SIU. CSU was a bit more of a challenge with trying to change the culture and get things going. But I think we made a lot of progress. We improved graduation rates. We won conference titles. We competed in the NCAA postseason in a lot of our sports. So we had a lot of success there and had good quality people and good quality coaches. So, in my mind, we had things going in both places. Didn't turn out quite the same way, at least from my perspective.
Have you talked to Mike Thomas?
Oh, yes.
What was his reaction to all this?
Well, echo Barb's sentiments. I mean, he's a class act, and we have a good rapport. We had good conversations. Again, I feel for the guy, but he handled things with grace and dignity. I mean, he's done a really phenomenal job. We had normal conversations about transition, professionalism. I mean, I didn't want him to feel like I'm betraying him, because he's a good man, and he brought me on board. But he's been nothing but a class act and gracious. Any questions, I can call him. There are no issues there whatsoever.
Paul, if you're the one making the decision, how do you address this with possible football coaching candidates?
I'm sorry,
how do you address the interim role right now, kind of up in the air right now, if you're the one going after coaching candidates?
I'm not sure.
Let's say you are making the hire of a football coach as an interim AD. How do you quell maybe their questions about that?
I'm sorry. I took the AD job at Southern Illinois with an interim chancellor. I mean, sometimes you have to take that leap of faith. But I think that the most important part of that decision for the coach is we've got a great institution here with a tremendous body of work, tremendous history, tradition. To me, it should be a destination job. We've got professionals across the board at this university to help support our program, our student athletes, and our coaches. So to me, that's a non-issue for a coach in that regard. I mean, they will get through that and know that they got the full force of the university behind them.
Do you want this job full-time, permanently, and how are you approaching the next couple months?
I'm going to approach the next couple months day to day. Again, trying to steady the course here, make sure everybody knows we're in this together. We're going to get through these challenging times. We got a bright future ahead for this university, for this athletic department. That's what I'm focused on right now.
You want the job permanently?
I'm going to focus on day to day, trying to get things done for the university.
What changes would you like to make in the near future here or immediately?
Well, I think this is enough change for now. I think there's enough unease within the athletic department and the university to just for a while kind of take stock of what's going on. I'm going to talk with staff, talk with the coaches, and again try to steady the ship here for a little while, and then see where we go from there.
When did you find out that you would be the interim AD?
I found out Wednesday afternoon.
Have you spoken with any of your coaches tonight who are here right now?
I have not. We're going to do that shortly. Yeah.
Any final questions for Paul?
The report mentioned the turnover amongst trainers and the like, apparently over concerns in the way Coach Beckman dealt with some players who were injured. Was someone on your level, you aware of that at all? I mean, did you look at that and see turnover amongst trainers and wonder why that was?
I don't have a whole lot to say about the report. I wasn't involved in much of that other than trying to pick things up from August forward. The report's out there. We're ready to move on, and that's really where I am in this position and in this capacity. So, to me, that's history. We're going to look forward. We've made changes. We're positive that we're doing everything we can for our student athletes, and we'll continue to do so. We've got 450, 500 student athletes out there we support every day, and we love them, and we appreciate them. We know what they bring to this institution, and we're going to keep focused on that as we go forward.
Should people in the department, though, have wondered about, or did people wonder about the turnover in trainers?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not worth me speculating on at this point.
Is it fair to say that major upheaval in an athletic administration is an excellent recruiting tool for competing schools?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Is it an excellent recruiting tool for other schools that are competing against you for student athletes?
Is what an excellent recruiting
Instability in an athletic administration.
That's always a challenge. But again, we've got the full force of 150 years. We've got a great institution. People come here for any number of reasons. We've had tremendous success in this department in all our sports at various times, and certainly recently with our Olympic sports. And that's a lot to hang our hat on. We got again, our graduation rates are outstanding. We got professional staff here across the board. So to me, this is still a place to be. It should be a destination for coaches. Student athletes should be delighted to come here and because they're going to have a great experience. That's all there is to it. A great experience.
A couple questions. One thing he mentioned, Thomas mentioned that he was working on parallel tracks, one of which was to see about the potential football coaches that might be out there. Will you embark on that track, number one? And my other question has to do with I'll let you answer that one first. It's already complicated.
Well, not so much. I mean, there are lists out there. There are people out there. I mean, there aren't a lot of secrets right now. So we'll see.
He had embarked on what might be a more than $100 million South End Zone project. Are you going to dig into that, or is this something that's going to just lay there for a while until maybe the season's over?
Well, I don't want to see anything lay there. I got to get up to speed on that pretty fast, so I'll meet with Warren. We'll talk about that, and again, work with the Chancellor's office and see what direction we want to go with all that. But I got to get up to speed pretty quickly on that.
What about State Farm Center and let's say partners like State Farm? Do you get on the phone with them right away and try and reassure them? Are there concerns over there?
Yeah, well, no concerns. That's going to open up December 2nd, and it's going to be phenomenal. So we're excited about that. Yeah, we try to reach out to all the important donors and sponsors and let them know that things are going to be okay. You know, this is just a transition period, but we're going to be all right.
Have you heard from any of them?
I haven't had time to pick up the phone at this point. I'm just kind of trying to get to this as point A. Point B will be next. But I'm sure there's interest out there, needless to say.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Conclude today's press conference.